Elder Calvin to pray for us before we start. First and foremost, I want to give honor to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I want to thank Pastor Donnie for allowing me to be up here. First, I want to start off with a dream I had maybe a couple of years ago. I was in New York, and God took me and my wife was in New York, and God took me out of New York and put us on an island, and we was watching New York, and they had like a big old circle around New York. And it's like, you know, when you have a speaker and it's loud and the vibration started, when I'm looking at the circle, the trumpet started blowing. And every time it started blowing, it started vibrating like it was about to bust open or whatever. Yeah, that's the kind of dream I had. But the title of my message that I have is what are you, a gas, liquid, or solid? I won't be before you long, I promise. A gas is like a smoke, something known as a gas line. What happens when you smell gas? Something that could be on an oven. What happens when you smell gas in your house? You start to panic, start asking questions. Where is that gas coming from? So you start to turn off knobs on the oven, just like in the church. Some people are gases, but when God starts to clean the house, he starts to turn off those knobs. You can't do nothing without fire. It's just a wasteful smoke floating in the air without a connections. So are you a gas just floating around from church to church looking for a sign, or are your foundation is solid? A liquid is basically water that flows freely. It's different types of liquid: tsunamis, ponds, lakes, oceans, swamp. It serves the same purpose, but what got me was the ocean, it rocks back and forth. It has no destinations. The wave beat against the sand and goes back to the ocean. Just like so-called Christians. Some put on the front telling sinners they can't do this and can't do that. And the sinners looking at them and saying, you doing it? Why I can't? They just like a liquid flowing current to the sand, then flowing right back from where they started, running around like chickens with their head cut off. So are you a liquid standing in the way of sinners? Waves pushing you to shore, then pushing you back? Basically, you looking back from where God delivered you from. So are you a liquid? A solid, something like a metal wall, something hard that's hard to shake. Look at a tank. Anything that tries to come at it either shoots it down or runs it over. It's hard to penetrate because that's what it's made for. It's an armor-protected direct fire or maneuver or many modern armies. It's just like the body of Christ. When we put on the whole armor of God to fight against the Satan, he does not have a chance. When we see our brothers or sisters down, we just don't stand there and watch. Then we push them to continue this race. I want to turn to Matthew 16, verse 18. And it says, "And I say also unto thee, that thou art Peter, upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it." He said, "I will build my rock upon a church, not on sand, not on liquid, not on gas." He said on a rock, solid. My foundation is built on a rock. It's not on sand, not on liquid, not on gas, but a rock. God is separating the wheat from the tares, the strong and the weak, the humble and the pride. Which side will you be on? The question is, are you a solid, liquid, or a gas?